Hey, this is the Bad Guy Spoken Podcast. You got your host, of course, Kenny. We got Travis, and we got Young Sledge. This is a thin line between love and hate. We had a little discussion real quick. All right, since we got a uneven amount of people too, so that's perfect. So we can have a good old voting on this. All right, before we start though, what did y'all think of the movie before we start?
It was a good movie.
It was good because I know this is you just recently watched it, Travis.
Literally like 40 minutes ago.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So it's fresh on my mind.
Damn,
Yeah,
let's talk about cramming.
Yeah, so like I'd say, I mean, it's a good movie. I mean, like in terms of just like storytelling and all that, it follows the circle. So like it starts with the one scene and ends with the one scene. You know what I mean? It
Oh
all
yeah,
comes back together. So like it's a good movie. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hey!
What's poppin'?
Didn't you know you was coming?
I didn't either.
Brad, if you can you flip your camera?
What do you mean flip it? Like turn it backwards?
Turn it sideways.
This
Like
nigga
sideways.
said, turn it backwards.
I don't know, like you wanted me like the old school way.
All right, hold up. I just want to flip the thing sideways. It just looks nasty. Like you come in with them two bars on your sides.
The movie was also shocking. Like I wasn't ready for none of that.
I was ready for that.
What do you mean you wasn't ready for none of it?
Like I wasn't ready for the end. Like how she handled him. Like how she handled getting played. Like I wasn't ready for it.
Pretty sure she was.
But you know, when you stick your dick in crazy, that's what happens. Like you got to be ready for anything.
Okay.
Doing it in my time. Take 20 minutes. Okay, so let's get right into it then.
Yeah.
All right. So whose side were you on in this?
Me.
Well, not whose side. Like who do you think was wrong? I'll say that. Who do you think was wrong?
Both.
Okay. The question is, who do you think was overboard? That's the question. Because,
Yeah, I agree. That bitch.
because they
We go
both
overboard. Yeah, it's her.
were wrong.
They both are wrong. Yeah. Because I've heard, like, I'm gonna say this real quick. Where I'm coming from, because I think she was in the right. If I'm gonna say, well, not in the right, but he was mainly in the wrong more. If I'll say that, because basically,
He ain't try to shoot her.
you said what?
He ain't try to shoot her.
No, well, that part too. But remember when, you know, saying when they first saw her, Bobby Brown walked up on her, and she was like, "Nah, I'm good, whatever." And he was like, "Bitch," like, you know, how every nigga act when they don't get it, bitch. And then he swooped in. He saw that little challenge. He saw that challenge. Was like, "Yeah, it was good." And she was like, "Nah, I'm good, whatever." And he's like, "Well, come to the club." She came to the club, still on her. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm good, whatever. And then he was like, okay, so now it was the thrill of the chase at this point. Then he goes to her job. He found out where she worked. This is the 90s. This is 90s. You said, what was it, 96? So you stalked her, first off. You had to stalk her.
You did your he just opened the damn yellow pages.
Yeah, still though, like, they don't say this person work here. Like
He also didn't even know her name.
You said what?
He didn't know her name. Remember, he studied the license plate. That's how he got her name.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You stalked her, and then on top of that, like, you went to the job, you got kicked out by security. She was like, like, nigga, get out of here. And so she got kicked out.
But did the flowers come with them, or did the flowers stay?
That's not
They stayed.
the point.
They stayed.
But then she told her to throw it away.
Huh?
Didn't she say throw the flowers?
Them flowers stayed on that motherfucking in her motherfucking office.
Yeah, she set them on the desk. No. She gave the flowers to the dude and told him to go get security.
Yeah,
The white
that's what I
dude.
thought. I thought so. I thought she either had thrown them away or given it to somebody else. Yeah.
Okay.
So he gets kicked out. He gets all salty. Then he goes to her job again the same day and interrupts her whole her whole what you call it, the house showing.
Showed the house. So listen. So here's my question. This is why I had to intervene because, bitch, you knew this nigga could not afford this shit. So let's cut the bullshit. I'm not about to show you this fucking house. A. B, I understand why you showed the house because, I mean, Better Business Bureau. I get it. But C, you're not about to sit here and you're not about to win me over with a glass trinket. It set a nigga back. But that's not how you about to win me over. I'm sorry.
No, I feel you on that. But what made it worse was because he acted like he was interested in the house. He was like, "Oh, this is how you treat your customer." Blah, blah. She was like, "Okay, then I got you."
And then she but the nigga in me is gonna be like, "Let's cut the bullshit."
Kenny over here defending this woman like he ain't never lied to a woman before. I'm sick of this.
Then he said he lied. Immediately after.
He did say he lied. He
did lie, but we all been there. Quit playing.
No, I'm just saying. I'm like, okay, so basically, you pretty much forced yourself into her life. Like she didn't want to be there, and he pretty much forced it on her. Then she's like, okay, whatever, blah blah. So, then they go on a date. They go on the horse riding shit. Remember that? They go on the horse riding thing, and he's like, oh man, blah blah. She's like, okay, what you got to do is get back on the horse. She's showing him how he's being nasty. He's like, yeah, okay. She's like, hey, I'm not for that. Whatever. I've been in a bad relationship before, and that's why I'm not trying to rush into this kind of stuff. Then she goes again, and he made her feel terrible. First off, made her feel awful because he's like, oh, you ain't trying to give it up, blah blah. And she was like, well, I'm just trying to take things slow. When we gonna do that? When we gonna do that? Remember he did that
time.
When? And she's like, okay, just give me a little bit of time. Oh, okay, bet. Then he flirts with the other girl in front of her. In front of her and the chicken wing king.
Chicken fixes.
Yeah.
You need a breast, you need a thigh.
He did say that too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, damn, okay. Then they go on a date, they go on another date, takes her home, and what did he do? Took her back to the house. Yeah, he took her back to the house and was trying to smack. And that's when old boy was like, hey, if you're gonna crack, whatever, what I'm saying, I forgot what the bet was. Yeah, he said, I'll call you the man if you do it. He's like, bet, I'll do it then. When broke her down because he pretty much was like, she's like, okay, well, if I do this, do you want me? Yeah, of course. Do you need me? Yeah, I guess, yeah. She was like, well, do you love me? And that's the thing. He said the entire movie. Never tell him to love him.
That's the problem there. If he broke his own code, that's my biggest issue with this whole thing is that he had. I mean, I don't like the stalking personally, but if you're gonna be a player, you're gonna be out here getting girls. That's cool. That's you. You know what I mean? That is what it is. But if you say I don't tell bitches I love them, and then you break your own code to go to get some
old pussy too.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You can't be playing these games with these cougars, man. They'll kill your ass.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't know. He didn't know. And then what else? Yeah, so you see her breaking down on that scene. Like she was losing her voice. Like she was like making herself more and more vulnerable at that point. You saw her starting to tear up and everything. And she's like, saying, do you want me? Do you need me? And she was talking about how she had she got a bad relationship. And, saying, he was like, yeah, I love you, whatever. He cracks. In the middle of the crowd, because that's the thing I thought was wild on her part. In the middle of the crack here, she gonna say, yeah, I killed a man. First off, I ain't gonna lie.
Not a man, her husband.
Yeah, your husband. I would have went soft immediately.
Something about you being a murderer while I'm blowing your back out just doesn't sit right with me.
You could have waited till after, or you could have told me before this. Because that one would have been like, ooh, shit, what I get myself into after I crack. But it's like, don't do that in the middle of it. Like,
but then what his dumb ass do?
He kept fucking her.
And then called his boy on her phone.
Bro, on her phone, right there in the middle of it, like out in the open.
She heard that too.
He was
yeah,
like,
she did.
Yeah, she was right behind the refrigerator door. They had tried to make her look crazy. Because they closed the door, like, and she just standing there like, what did you hit? You say, oh, that softball game back in the day.
Back
You
in
know, just-
'76.
Yep.
That was massive. That's 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah. And okay, so that was the part I was like, that's so disrespectful. But on the rewatch, I forgot about this part. I forgot that she was like, okay, it's my birthday. So I want, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you right. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, you know what? I want to spend more time with you. I want to pretty much buy you out. Like, well, she said it better than that, but she was like pretty much like, you won't have to work ever again.
She said, quit your job. He's like, nah, I'm a man. I gotta work. This is the club is my life. Club. She's like, fuck that club. I'll buy you a club. You want Los Angeles? You want New York? It don't matter. I can buy them both.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, sheesh. And she was like, well, I'm going to buy you out then, whatever. And she was like, okay, bet. She got him to take him to the clothing store, got him looking fresh. And then she was like, okay, well, since you out doing whatever, you know, borrow the limo for the day. And what does he do in the limo? Picks up a whole nother female.
He ain't shit. But he ain't got to die for it.
I know that, but I'm just saying, it's a lot piling on. I'm just saying that's a lot. In this little bit of time, you show all your toxicity in this little bit of time. Literally goes to old girl's house and was like, oh yeah, Brandy bought me this shit. Takes the clothes, throws that shit. Brandy bought me this shit. I don't care about none of this.
Yes, so look, he loved Mia. He loved Mia.
He did love Mia.
So, I understand that, but that's still like why are you wasting my time 2020?
But he didn't realize he loved Mia until she was about to leave.
It's because he wanted to keep all his hoes. That's all it was. He was what's the word I'm looking for?
Trying to have his cake and eat it too.
He was possessive. Well, that part too. He had the cake and eat it too because he left the girl with the cake and on her birthday. If
I buy you a club, I'm shooting you too. That's about it. I said, if I buy you a club and use this stuff, I'm gonna shoot you.
Brennan's toxic.
That's the only way. Try to tell me you wouldn't.
So here's my issue with this, and I honestly think that he's a sucker. I do. I honestly think what you did was really stupid, corny, and foul. But baby girl, if you knew that this wasn't what you wanted, and if you seen this, at the end of the day, you seen right through that nigga from jump. She seen right through him from jump. That's why she wasn't fucking with him. But
do you think she saw right through him, or do you think she was like, I'm not open to a relationship right now?
I think from watching this movie recently, like, I just beat a murder case. I don't need this right now.
That's the same thing I got from it. It was just like, because you got to think Bobby Brown was hollering at her first.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no. And then he going to come up and is like, you know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. You know what I mean? Like, dogs run with dogs.
But like, go ahead, Travis.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, she saw right through it. I'm agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah, but then, like, my thing is, if you really didn't want to mess with bro, you would have never showed up to the club the first time. I don't care if you have VIP or not. Because then he was like, I seen you. Because contrary to popular belief, I'm a dog. You know? So, so to me, when you show up to my establishment or give me attention, my thing is like, oh, she low-key on it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, she low-key on it. And she like, I came to check out your club. Bitch, Chocolate City been sitting next door forever. I've been now that I'm putting chocolate in Chocolate City, you want to see? Nah, bro. And you're getting in for free? Nah, bro. You trying to get the benefit. You trying to see what's up. So then you came. So that was cool. You kicked me out. You played hard to get, blase skip. But then they went on a couple of dates before the whole horseback riding thing. They only like to the museum and all that shit. And she was buying into that. And then don't forget, they started kissing and stuff, and she felt it, and then she backed up. Cool. And then that's why I'm like, all right, maybe girls do that. Okay, maybe. But then what doesn't really sit right to me was you came back to the club and you seen Mia, got salty about the Mia shit. But then you approached me before you seen the Mia shit and was trying to get on with me. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Now I'm saying I'm cool because two things. A, bitch, this is not worth the pussy no more because you got me waiting too long. Or B, I'm really cool. And she like, no, So now I feel like Martin was low key like, bro, I'm not about to play this game with you. Like, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got all these hoes in here. I'm not about to play this game with you. That's what I seen it was for. And she just was like, now you could play. I felt like she tried to twist it and try to have him play her game. And that's how I see it. And I'm just like, nah, like, I can't, like, you knew what you was going into. And then we all kicking it after the club. You feel me? I tell you I really don't want sex, but me and my homies is kicking it after the club, and you paged me, and I drove to Malibu. And that was a drive, bro. So you paged me. You already knew what the fuck was going on. Then you looking all good and shit. I come up to the crib. Boom, boom, boom. It is what it is. But then you're asking me these questions. But you know these, like, let's be honest, honey. You've been through this before. You know these answers. I haven't really kicked it with you to even really say I love you. Now, that was like right there. She should have been like, all right, nigga. Like, or if you just wanted some dick, just get the dick. Don't be extra about it. Like, don't be extra about it because that triggers. Like, you have triggers. I'm pretty sure when she heard that conversation with Bobby Brown and him, she triggered like, oh, this nigga played me, but I have to be on his ass to make sure he didn't play me. You feel me?
Wait. Do you think? Okay, on that scene. Okay, I'm gonna say this though. The two things about what you said. Do you think when he was in the club with her the second time, do you think he gave her an ultimatum and she pretty much had no choice? But that's what I think it was. I thought
he did give her an ultimatum, but I also do think that like I think that he was salty as fuck, Kenny, when he couldn't fuck her with the horses and shit.
Also here's the thing though. You're saying
ultimatum.
You're saying ultimatum like it's a bad thing, but if he lives his lifestyle the way he lives his lifestyle, you know what I mean? He didn't lie to her. He didn't say you're my girl, you're this, you're that, you're whatever. He said basically like, look, I've been fucking with you, trying to get to know you. You've been giving me the time of day on the real. Like, if you want to fuck with me, you need to start fucking with me. Period. Otherwise, I'm moving on. But if she would have looked at him and said, I've been fucking with you, but you've been fucking with these other bitches. If you want to fuck with me, you gotta get rid of these bitches. You wouldn't be saying shit about there's an ultimatum. You wouldn't be saying that's a negative thing. Right. So why is his lifestyle saying this is the ultimatum? Why is that a bad thing?
Right, because
but he didn't come off as like, what's the word looking for? But basically he didn't come into her like, hey, I'm just trying to fuck. That's not how he was. He was like, I'm trying to see.
He didn't say he want to love her either.
I mean, I feel you on that, but that's the way she took it. And like I said, when you play that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, when you come across like that, like, you know, like he wasn't coming out of like, hey, I'm trying to fuck. He was like, hey, I'm just trying to see what's up, blah, blah, blah. Like, he was doing that. The relationship thing, like, it was a relationship pending. So when that happened, and then when you like, I don't know, you trying to do all these dates and stuff like that, you know, like, you spent a lot of time to be doing all that.
You invested in the coochie.
Exactly.
And at that point, she was emotionally invested. I feel like she was emotionally and spiritually invested.
But my thing is, if you didn't want to really be in that, you should have never came to the club in the first place.
I'm not putting the blame on him.
Because my thing is it's like this. It's like this. If a girl really likes you, she's going to. I mean, we all had it before where if a girl really likes you, she'll come to your job, she'll come to wherever you at. And she came to wherever he was at. Not because it was VIP, it's because this nigga it's not really bad. He's not really bad. I mean, Martin Lawrence, Bobby Brown. I mean, let's be honest here. So, you know, she liked the game because he was consistent and persistent. And women call it thirsty, but he was really persistent and consistent, and women love that shit, but we just don't know. Like, let's be honest, if this was not the movies, it probably would have took longer, but it's a movie. So he was really persistent, and she's seen that persistency. But my thing is this, though, at the end of the day, honey, you can't be blind, because I guarantee you this is the same stuff that the nigga that she killed was showing too. So, you know, you're explaining, when she explained the nigga that she killed, it really was really a Martin ass nigga. It was a Darnell ass nigga.
Yeah, and then on top of that, remember, I think she had some kind of form of PTSD too, because
she was disturbed.
Because she was trying to, because after he cut her off, like after he smacked,
I was about to get to this.
That was disrespectful. He cracked and was like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good." That's how he was. Like,
well, he didn't do that. I think
Thank
I've been
you.
through this I've been through this before. Like, you think that what you have that you want is not going to happen, so you have to be an adult, and you just can't sit there and wait. And then I think that he's seen with her, like, the coochie was good. She does have money. You feel me? This is a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? So I think before he made that decision, because, you know, don't forget, he had a heart too, and he seen the girl, the one he really wanted, looked like she didn't want to fuck with him because he was a hoe, you know?
Exactly.
So, and then Mr. Chicken Fixins is over here. You feel me? Mr. Chicken Fixins in the back pocket. So you just like, man, well, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, I guess. And from what we was told, she was about to go back to the service. You feel me? So he just played his cards. I think he was. What's the word I'm trying to look for? I think he just dealt with what he had. He was, you know,
exactly. He played the hand he was dealt.
He just played the hand he was dealt. He didn't mean. I don't think he thought Mia was coming back at all. To be honest with you. And then when he seen Mia come back, nigga, we've done it before. We were like, fuck it, let's take it. Like hurry up before we get to hurry up. And I hate that it goes that way, but I think that she should have been more. I just feel like when you beat a murder case, you got to be more. You can't be that gullible again.
So here's my point with this. Before when she sent that page out, right, and she was waiting for him, and she's putting her little fucking lipstick on or whatever the fuck that was, she's over here like,
oh,
this is the first day of my new life. I mean, it's okay. Like, you got it right there. She should have realized, like, I'm not fucking ready for this.
Yeah.
She's over here having a panic attack because she thinks she might get some dick.
Yeah.
He wasn't even sure. She didn't even know if he was coming for sure.
Right. She just paged her. And then here's my thing. And then, like, my thing was, hey, Brandy, like, okay, so you knew, you know, you had to get your limo. You knew where I was at. You had to get the limo. You knew where I was at. So you come to my crib. You probably went through my windows. You probably seen me laying up with Mia. That's why you put the cake there with the knife. Cool. That's fine. But then what my thing is, let it go because you've already been here before. And then you try to burn my house down by cooking and you can't cook for shit. That didn't.
Do you think when she was cooking, do you think she was trying to be like on some wild shit, or do you think she was just like, hey, I'm just trying to get you back?
She's trying to get me back type shit. And he like, Brandy, what the fuck? Brandy, what the fuck? And my thing is, so like when she was cooking, I honestly felt like when you say, hey, it was fun while I last, when you sit in that pool nonchalantly, niggas are not mind readers. Sometimes when it comes to women, we kind of stupid. So we not mind readers, bro. So when you tell me you good and things like that, and you don't text me, you know, it ain't like you text me right after I left. It's the 90s. I gotta wait to see you again. I'm gonna assume you good. Like, you knew what it was. Hey, you knew who I was before. Blase Skip, it is what it is. I know I'm a dog. I can live with this. Can you? And you said you could, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But then, like, I don't remember. Like, you remember? How did you know that where the fuck I lived at? Like, it was some like on both ends. Like, how did you know where I lived at? And then, like, how did you get in my house?
I was about to say that. I was like, how did she get in the house first off?
How did you get in my house?
He woke up and just smelled that burning.
Nigga almost died. He almost got burning. He's like, your biscuit beating ass.
But I think what I was gonna say was, I think in that scene, that's what that was like the trigger. I think that was like all the bullshit she went through on my birthday. You played me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm saying, I
really don't think it was her birthday either. I'm sorry. I really don't think it was her birthday.
Because here's the thing, she's controlling.
I don't think. Okay,
no, she is.
You say controlling. I think you know how somebody is like.
No.
You know, you've been out there dating for a while. Like I don't like. Hey, Brandon.
I know, right? Brandon over here popping.
I'm saying. No, but you've been out the game for a minute, and then you're like, hey, you know what? I'm trying to do all the right moves, but I've been gone for a while, so it's like I forget all the stuff to do. I think that's what it was.
No, she's controlling.
Do all that stuff. So I don't think it was controlling, but I think it was like I'm trying to get this guy over, but I don't know what to do. type shit. So that's why she was like, let me come over here and make him something. But at this point, it was inappropriate because
that was breaking the entry.
No. She was controlling before that. She was controlling when she told him, fuck his job, I'll buy you a club, bitch. I want your time. Your time is my time. That's controlling. That's toxic. No, there's no reason that you should be spending every second of every day with this bitch. Period.
No, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. But I think, I feel like I said, that part too, I think she don't know what to do in a relationship because, like I said, she's still got that PTSD. And that's why I think when he threw her against he didn't really throw her, but they really exaggerated that. When he pushed her, her head hit the wall. And she was like, "Don't you hit me!" And she was doing the most.
What happened. But that shit happens when you like getting in shit like that. And then that kind of pissed me off too, because I'm just like, so we're just gonna act like this nigga's just a domestic violence, but this bitch, he has every right to knock her ass out. And she came in here unannounced. She wasn't invited, and you try to burn my house down, and you're breaking an entry.
And then she beat her. Then she hit herself with the orange in the pantyhose. I said, "Oh shit!"
But like, my thing is like the things that led up to it. He was wrong. He definitely was wrong. But she has to take accountability for herself. You're not an 18-year-old girl no more, honey. You know, you're about in your 30s. You have to know when niggas is bullshitting you. And you knew he was bullshitting you.
So some people just don't though. Like, I mean, you would think,
but that's not his fault. Not his fault. She's dumb.
But I understand that, but it's like not everybody knows that's the game. You know, so she's like, okay, look. Like she pretty much told him from the get-go, she's like, don't waste my time. Like, they're like, I'm just gonna have a bullshit-ass relationship where I got my ass beat and I had to kill this nigga. She's like, I'm not trying to have my time wasted. And then he's
hold up. She didn't say all that. She waited till after he cracked to tell her that she was in an abusive relationship and she killed him.
Yeah, you should say that.
She should have been upfront from the jump. She wasn't, period. You can say, a lot of bitches say, don't waste my time.
No, I feel you.
A lot of bitches get their time wasted. But not a lot of bitches shoot motherfuckers.
No, but she told him before. It was
that's race.
It wasn't until while she was cracking or while he was cracking that she was like, "Oh yeah, I had to kill him too." But like before that,
she did not tell him before. I just watched this. She did not do that. It was during that. She's like, I was in an abusive relationship. I had to kill him. Like that's what it was. Like I had to kill him.
He comes in a swirl. This nigga
like, yeah, he was abusive. You had to kill him.
This nigga ain't even nut yet.
I'm saying before that, she said something about him being in a really abusive relationship. I could have sworn she did.
No, she doesn't.
She didn't say nothing about her relationship before that.
Nothing. She just kept saying, "Don't waste my time. I'm a businesswoman. I don't need you. I can buy my own shit. I got my own money. I don't need you. I don't need you." He's like, "Bitch, I don't want you to fucking need me.
I just want to fuck so I can say I'm the man."
Exactly. Like he's like, but she ain't said nothing about, "Oh, I was in an abusive relationship and blah 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 blah." She just said that you gotta take, like during the horseback, the horse scene, she said something like, "Oh, you gotta take it slow. You gotta take it slow. I'm trying to like, you've been waiting patiently, but I promise it's gonna pay off."
Yes, she did say that.
And he said when.
He did say when.
I thought the win thing was in the club. And then before I thought she mentioned the abuse thing before, but she didn't say much about it. He was just like, he like kind of shrugged it off. I thought he said something like that before that.
But then like my thing is, you came to the club again unannounced, but you came to the club and I'm talking to you, and this is before I see a Mia. You feel me? Like Mia came out of nowhere. It wasn't like she came up and seen Mia and got angry. He introduced her, told her who she was. This is my friend. This is, if you need a breast and a thigh, he can get you anything. And she showed, like Travis said, her possessiveness, where she got salty at that. But like, to be honest with you, he didn't even do nothing wrong right here. He's just introducing you because that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. What the problem was, he said, "Why don't you and your date go over to VIP and I'll send you a bottle of champagne." She's like, "Why don't you send me no fucking champagne?"
Because bitch, you're not fucking.
Exactly. Like, bro.
But that's the thing too, though. Okay, so by that point, I think like it wasn't disrespectful at that point. That wasn't disrespectful. Like the introducing part wasn't disrespectful. It was when he sat down and started like messing with other girls and stuff like that, and started. No, my fault. That's a different scene. My fault. When he was dancing with Mia and was shoving the other nigga out the way, like
that was funny. That was funny. But she was over there looking like motherfucking Sting in the rafters. Looking like Sting and just looking down on her and now she's like, and then she has that, damn, if I can't have them, nobody can have them attitude. That's wrong.
Agreed.
I mean, Kendi, You didn't want to fuck with him because you didn't want to give it up. But then you see him all of a sudden. You see he's not really giving you play. But girls can tell when a nigga like another bitch. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that this nigga is really into her, but he can't get to her. So it really doesn't. You don't really know what's going on. But you damn sure not about to take a risk and say he's about to get her. I mean, she's about to get him. You're not going to take that risk.
So here's the thing. Let's break it down to layman's terms real quick. She came to the club after she treated him like shit. Because remember, she dissed him at the end of the horse scene.
Yeah.
She dissed him. Then he's like, okay, we done. I guess that's what it is. It's not going to work out. She comes to the club. He's like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing here? I don't fuck with you like that. Like, shit, like we over. It's over. You wash your hands. You're good. And she's like, nah, baby, I love you. But like, not saying I love you, but like that vibe, right? Then this bitch come over here. He's introduced. Oh yeah, Mia, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. Like, I'll I'll send you a bottle of champagne to VIP. Go ahead and head over there. And then she got mad about that. She started getting in her feelings, thinking she was about to lose her man, who wasn't her fucking man. That actually happened in that scene. She said, why would I let my man out alone on ladies' night? He said, I'm not your man. Point blank. So then she got in her feelings and realized he probably gonna fuck somebody else tonight. So she went home and was like, God damn it, what do I do? 333 Coastal Drive, Malibu. Send it through the pager.
You know you looking at that damn pager.
Yeah, what's that?
And so therefore, she put herself in this position. She knew she wasn't ready. She knew that he didn't fuck with her like that.
She did. But
she sent out the booty call anyway.
She did. She was like, she sealed the deal when she really should have just. I'm not gonna beat you. I ain't gonna beat you. That nigga Darnell wasn't going. If she would have made that nigga wait at least 2 more months, he still would have been like, don't waste my time. But that Malibu, he would have came. He would have came on that Malibu whether it was that day or 2 months later, he was coming. You feel me? So I just felt like that right there is wrong. Like it was if I can't have you, nobody can, or I'm gonna get you before she does, so he won't have another. That's wrong, and you can't do that. And I think that women. I think that movie was perfect because it doesn't show. It always shows the nigga side, and women are just so blinded that they do that shit all the time.
Yeah,
shit all the time, so they don't see it.
It showed both sides of the game.
Do you think it was? Yeah, for sure. But do you think? I personally feel like it was like he pressured her into he applied pressure on that thing.
Define pressure.
Hold on. Because there's bullshit. You were shooting her so much bail right now, Kenny. This bitch tried to kill somebody. Like she is the bad guy. Period. But anyway, go back to what you just said. Let me ask you a question. You out here in the streets. You out here doing your game, right? Back in your single days, like you doing your thing. You trying to get some girl, and first she say no. You ain't apply a little pressure.
No, wait. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I'm saying. This is why I'm only defending the first half of the movie. The second half, at this point, she was tripping. That's why I'm only bringing the first half. That's why I'm going back to this first half. The second half, after she took that orange and hit her somewhere, at that point, she was tripping. And got her to the mom's house and, oh, yeah, this is your son.
Oh, his mom was about to whoop her ass. She said, let me snatch your little nappy-headed ass out of here. I was like,
Do you think she was going to win that fight, though?
Yes. Yeah, she would have fucked that. Yeah, she would. Nah, she got the gun. She has the gun.
Her old ass would have got lit up.
Nope, I think she would have got fucked up. I think the
she was like little ass Martin.
What's her fucking name? Brandy. I think Brandy was gonna fuck her. Would have got fucked up. Brandy would have got fucked up. She got a Batista bomb. Big mama bomb.
Fuck her up. Brandy crazy.
Brandy a nut.
Yeah, Brandy crazy.
I don't think Brandy got hands though.
But this ain't Brandy's first rodeo either.
You're right. She killed somebody.
She jumped out of a 3-story building and was perfectly fine. She was just smoking on the end of Engine Beach. No marks to nothing. And that's the bullshit part too. After all the shit you put her through, at the very end, he was like, "Yeah, I hope she get back on her feet."
No, that's maturity. That's love right there. He's like, "Look, you might have tried to kill me, but look, I'm just hoping you get better."
Fuck all that. I knew that bitch was crazy when she can't, like, bro, you sleeping in the pool. My thing is this, though, as Martin, you hit it, cool. You gave it the benefit of the doubt. For real. You know, Smitty was even telling you, like, nigga, you did what you did, but you can still kind of save yourself. You know, you still kind of save yourself. He's like, my dick ain't that, my dick ain't that. Like, hey, man, why are you getting in this limo with her? and that's when I was just like, you know what? I really can't even be on your side. Like, what are you doing getting in this limo with her?
You talking about the limo driver?
Like, no, bro. Like, what are you like when you were she rolled down? She told him, and so she took him shopping. Like, any grown man, and it's the problem with grown men. Like, bruh, don't let her spend money on you yet. Like, like get in the game first.
I disagree. He already hit.
I mean, yeah, but like
he hit. So I think she's allowed to spend her money on me if I want to. You know what I mean? Like, that's my thought.
It's just like it's gonna be a relationship because they were talking about different stuff. I'll do all this for you, this and that. She was like, okay, and then she was like, hey, you know what? Because you my man, go ahead and take the limo. And like I said, I'm gonna buy you some clothes.
So hold up. I'm gonna shoot him the bail. I'm gonna shoot him the bail that you shot her. Here's the thing. I think when he got in that limo and they started doing their thing, I think in his mind he was like, you know what? This bitch, all right. Yeah. I think he was like, you know what? This is a good place to be. Like you were saying earlier, this is a good place to be. I could probably get used to this. And so his mind, he's thinking, maybe I will get rid of my hoes. Maybe I will just deal with this bitch. You know what I mean? Like she got money. She gonna take care of me. She got like, you know what I mean? She's a nice person. But then when he stopped by the crib to see his sister
for the prom.
And then that's when his mom told him, like, yeah, you know that Mia's going back to the service, right? Like, she's leaving. And he said, what? And he went over to her, and then that was it. Like, they had that. Mia is the girl he's loved his entire life, but he didn't think he could have. When she gave him that, like, hey, like, I got you. Like, if you got me, I got you. But it's got to be just us. And he was like,
told the nigga, I trust you to do what you usually do. If a bitch don't have no trust in you, that's
I feel you. Bad. But I'm trying to defend Martin on what Martin's mindset was. When he got there and she said that shit to him, like, look, like, I got you if you got me. He was like, all right, then I got you. And it's just us. And he handled his business. Now, did he do it the right way? Did he take her in the fucking limo? That wasn't. Yeah, he should have. That's the problem. But I don't believe he initially, like, when he took the limo, I don't think he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck Mia. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
He didn't know that. He was he took the limo. The first thing he seen was he probably thought he was going to try to take his sister. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, in the prom limo. But my thing is, you never should have got in the limo. This nigga Smitty trying to tell you, like, bro, like, it's not worth it, bro. And then just so happened, that's like God shot God. If this is not for me, show me a sign. And then they show you the sign, but you still do the wrong fucking thing. I can't help you, bro. Like, but
Smitty wasn't coming from that place. Smitty was pretty much like, I ain't trying to hold out here by myself. Like, he was like, I need my niggas over here with me. That's what it was with Smitty. Smitty was still immature. That's why when his boss was trying to run game on him, was like, bro, look. He was like, look, you gotta. He said, I used to be that nigga back in the day. He's like, but I settled down now with my girl. He was like, I wouldn't trade her for the world. He was like, you need to be on that too. And then you seen Darnell was like, hey. You know, I ain't old yet. You know, this nigga ain't old yet. Shit. But it was like, he was trying to tell him, he was like, you pretty much got to mature up. You know what I'm saying? He's like, settle down. He said, you ain't got to run the streets forever. And then he was like, okay, bet. And then, you know what I'm saying? He just didn't get that with Brandy. He ended up getting that with Mia.
But he was trying to get it with Brandy.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it wasn't long.
Here's the thing. Here's my question for you, okay? If he goes to the house and his mom never says nothing about Mia leaving,
he's going back to Brandy's house.
He's going back to Brandy's house. They're having their dinner. They're living their life.
But eventually Mia was going to come back, and eventually he was going to fuck up.
I was gonna say, but it would have been any time. It would have been, oh, you seen me in the club?
We've all been there.
Like, oh, what's up?
I feel you.
Y'all just friends? Like, he would have shot. It was only a matter of time for him. He was a kicking time.
I just feel like when you're sitting that calm by the poolside, Martin Lawrence, you should have known that she wasn't okay, but also he should have also known he also can't be. You can't be mad at him if he doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you're telling me you're that calm, and then the next day you're at my house trying to burn that bitch down, cooking me breakfast that you can't cook bacon and eggs, like bread, and then you put my shit on all 4 flats in front of the police station. That's crazy.
That was wild. But you know how like females are though. They're not gonna just be like, oh, you did me wrong. It's always I'm okay. That's how she was. She started off with that I'm okay. She did that goofy shit. But the thing was, like I said, just like you said earlier, they ain't had that text and shit. So it was no back and forth. It was pretty much okay, let me make this right. And then she tried to go over there and cook for that nigga, knowing damn well she couldn't cook, and she was a rich lady. Yeah. And she's privileged.
Right. But my thing is, like, don't go to his house. Chill back up to Chocolate City like you've been doing. He wasn't going listen. He wasn't going to take you off of VIP until he fucked Brandy. I mean, not Brandy, Mia. I guarantee you.
And that's another thing too. That just shows you how much of a dog he was. He was like pretty much, because that one chick was like, "Hey, where my VIP at?"
He tried to pull it off.
Yeah, he cracked me. He took that VIP away from you real quick.
Hey, but she needed that VIP taken away. You acting a fool. You making the block hot. You make like damn, like chill, like chill. But we shouldn't like my issue. Like it was just hard for me. Like Brandy, girl, I understand, but you can't be trying to kill everybody that fucks you over.
Exactly.
But I think, like I said, it was kind of. I feel like in my opinion, it was a PTSD thing. And when he pushed her and her head hit that wall, that's exactly. It clicked something in her head. And at that point, she was like, "Oh, you abusing me too?" That's how she was in her head. Even though it wasn't that serious, he was like, "Bro, get out of my house." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Get the fuck away from me. Like, you're on me and stuff like that. Get off me." But in her head, she's like, "Oh, you just shoving me and shit. Oh, I had to go through this before. I'm not gonna go through this shit again."
So 2 questions. One, was she crazy before the shove? To you, did you think she was crazy before that?
I think it was. She was crazy. It just took the right thing to snap her like that.
Okay, I disagree with you. I think she's been crazy the whole movie. She's been acting up the whole movie, and she has fully acted out in that last. When was
she shaking?
That was before he hit.
Yeah, she was crazy.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like she knew what the fuck it was.
You talking about when he when he did a dirty at the birthday thing?
No, before that, when she sent him the page with her address, and she's over there doing her makeup. She's over there.
Yeah. Because she was talking to herself in the mirror.
Yeah, she's like, "It's okay. I just gotta change. I just gotta be better. This is the first day of my new life. Oh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be better than last time. Oh my! Like, shut the fuck up. Don't do that. Don't fucking this dude. Like, you know better. You know you're in the wrong.
She's a nut.
But here's my second question for you, Kenny. Are you saying that she shouldn't have went to prison? you saying she's seen all this, so she's not guilty by reason of insanity?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying because at the end of the day, that was arson, attempted murder, assault. You damaged the man's vehicle to that, and you were
breaking and entering,
domestic violence,
falsifying domestic violence.
Falsifying a police report.
House down too, but so that was a lot going on.
3 cases of assault, 3 cases of attempted murder.
Yeah, I'm saying that's why I'm not defending the second half of the movie. I'm defending what led up to it. That's what I'm defending.
But that's the problem is the character is the character from beginning to end. So if you defend one, you got to defend them all the way. That's my point of defending. I'm defending Martin in the beginning and the end. The only thing I think he did wrong. The 2 things I think he fucked up on. 3 things I think he fucked up on. He shouldn't have stalked the bitch.
2 things, the 3 things, the 4 things.
No, there's 3 things. There's 3 things. The stalking.
Yes.
Not returning the limousine.
Saying I love you.
Exactly. Breaking his own code. Aside from that, and if it wasn't, here's the other thing. If he didn't specifically say in the movie, like, "Hey, my code is I don't say I love you," and he lied and said I love you, okay. Motherfuckers do it every day.
But he knew. He said he knew the reason why you don't tell him you love him.
That's my point. That's why he's wrong. Those are the 3 reasons. But here's the thing: none of those three reasons combined don't add up to brick through your windshield.
Woo!
But trying to fight you and your mama, taking all your tires, attempted murder.
Who the fuck
burning the house down?
Tires.
Yeah, I don't know how
Like,
she did that. He did
lying to the guy, getting my ass arrested for domestic violence because you hit yourself with an orange. Like none of that. None of that.
Anybody that beat themselves or anybody that got to give them a pep, any person that has to give them a pep talk, and I ain't talking like one of those like, hey, you about to wear her ass out tonight. I'm talking about the just let it be calm. Like that's you're emotionally unstable still to this day, and you can't. And my thing is this: maybe if you would have told him you were emotionally unstable, then I would have felt more sorry for you.
He did.
No, she didn't.
She did.
She said,
let's
take it slow.
I ain't seen the movie in a long time.
She said, let's take it slow. And then she sent him the pager at God knows what time in the morning.
It was
middle of
after
the
club hour,
night.
3 in the morning.
Middle of the motherfucking night.
3 in the morning, his legs.
And you sending him your address. What the fuck do you think he's coming over for?
Yeah.
Like Parcheesi?
Read books, nigga, and pray.
Right. Get the fuck out of here. It's your fault. You're the reason you got played, period. Look. Brett screwed Brett and Brenda screwed Brenda.
Oh.
Brandy screwed Brandy. Whoever the fuck it was.
Oh, wow. Wow.
No apologies.
Hey, he's on something. I just feel like with Brandy, you know, and I keep going back to this because there's certain things that stuck out that made me say, fuck no, she's just as nuts. And baby girl, you going to the club not once but twice solidifies that you wanted it your way. You wanted the game to be played, and then you seen him playing your game. I mean, then you said, okay, I played your game a little bit. Now let's play mine. That's not how life works. We do it. People do it every day. It just so happens that bitch was a fucking schizophrenic, damn maniac. You know, you can't live your life like that, Brandy. Like it should teach y'all. The movie should have taught women and men like you can't live your life the same way when you got out of something the first time, and that's just what it is. You got to move different. If you really wanted that nigga, you should have kept everything in public.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You should have kept everything in public, and you should have seen him on your terms. You know, you should have seen him on your terms. You over here coming up to his club. That's his place. That's his place. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, my thing is, you can't get salty at me for not wanting you, and then get super salty at me because I didn't give you champagne. Bitch, you got it for free. You're lucky you're still on the VIP list.
I think, okay, I'll give you that, but I don't know. I just think with Martin, like, because this is the point where he was stalking her and shit. So yeah, I just think
that's wild. But Kenny, it's the 90s though. Kenny, it's the 90s. We watch hella movies in the 90s where niggas stalk bitches, but they don't be in their bushes, if you feel what I'm saying.
No, I feel you, because there is different forms of stalking. I mean, it may not be, like I said, in the bushes, like looking in, but like you found her, you try to get her information, and that was hard to do. They didn't have Facebook and shit like that back then.
Open up them yellow pages.
Yeah, you couldn't look, but it wasn't name, you know what I'm saying, work, all that stuff like that. It wasn't like that. You had to do some research to find this chick, and you did it not once but twice. Yeah. Just like you said, she did the club twice. He went twice. Like, he went over there twice, like I said, because you got to think, like, on her end, she was good. I think she was an attractive woman. She had made something of herself. She pretty much bounced back from that situation. She got money now. She got a good job. She was a good shit, like, you know what I'm saying? She got her shit together. And then he came in there and was like, hey, look, I'm trying to smack. She's like, bro, she's like, I got my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this. Like, I'm well established, you know, so I'm worried about me. I'm worried about my work. And he's like, nah, I'm trying to see what's good. And she's like, no, leave me alone. All right, bet. So what's good? Like, nigga, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think, like I think he pretty much was like, I'm gonna get in there no matter what. And she's like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see what you got. So what, like let me see what you're talking about. That's what I think was going on. Because I think, like, and on top of that, like I said, the whole limo thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, Travis, how'd you feel if you let your girl borrow your car and she go see some other niggas with it?
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm a shooter. Here's the problem. I'm toxic. Don't talk to me.
Well, call me Brandy, because I'm
right. I'm gonna shoot her ass and burn her fucking house down with the bacon.
If that was done to you, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you like, hey, look, I got you, blah, blah. You like, you know what? You ain't got to, you spit game. You ain't got to work no more. I got you, girl. She's like, you know what? No, I'm a hard working woman. You know what I'm saying? I still work for mine. You like, okay, bet. But you know, in the meantime, hey, you have a little day to yourself. Borrow the car. You know what I'm saying? Go get you something to eat. You know, okay, bet. I got you. Let me see what this nigga Darnell doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel some kind of way too. Like, you
killing her and him.
You gonna go crazy. Look, that's wrong, Travis. You can't do that, Travis.
No, I'm toxic though. That's why I know she's wrong.
I got a question though.
Yeah, what's
because
up?
I ain't seen this movie in a very long time. So when did she offer to like buy him out? Was that before or after he cracked?
After.
That was literally right after he cracked.
That's some ding-a-ling, though. That's some ding-a-ling if you get.
No, but
I want to say the day after, but it was like they was in the limo.
The day after, yes.
Here's my reason for asking. So now he knows that she had just left a situation where it was abusive and toxic, and now she's offering the money, so she's all in clearly. At this point, you know, if you understand a female's mind, you know she's all in. Or anybody's mind for that matter, you know she's all in. Either you're all in or you're all out. You don't be half and half. You know she's gonna go nuts at this point because she's invested in you. She's invested her time, her body, and now her money in you. And that's all she got. She ain't got nothing else. She ain't got her mind. All she got is her business and what she's trying to establish with you. And if you're playing around with it, you know she's not gonna be going for that. So that's his fault right there. Is that he should know better, especially as many women she's been around. He should know better than be like, all right, well, I'm still keep messing around with these women. Like, nah, nigga, you like she trying to put her money into you at this point.
Yeah. So
clearly, like you, like I said, you either all in, you all out, and you got to be verbal with that immediately at that point. You're like, all right, you need to slow down. Like, you're not about to buy me out like I'm your nigga. It's got to be that, or it's got to be all right. Well, let's see what's going on. Like,
Brent, but she pretty much asked him, like, she asked him in a different way, are you all in? She was like, do you want me?
Yeah, he was like, do you love me? Something like that. And he said,
do you need me? Yes. Do you love me? And then she started crying. She's like, that's when her vulnerability, that's when she started getting vulnerable. She let her defenses down. And that's when he was like, yeah, you know, I love you. I love you.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. But
with I love you.
I understand what you're saying about it's the name of the game, but it's like, but I'm saying, but that's what did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she was like, you know what? I can finally like let myself go. I can let myself, you know what I'm saying? I can be with this, like, I ain't gonna say let myself all the way go, but like, she like, I can finally be with somebody who's like, you know what I'm saying, who's all the way there with me. And he was like, this is just another notch on the belt. I'm just trying to crack, but you didn't know that.
Yeah. Or she was saying, I got a nigga that can control. So now it starts to think. So now I start to, let's play devil's advocate. Now I start to think, well, why did you kill this man, Brandy? Did you do the same fucking thing? And did you push him? And then you had to turn around and kill him? Because now, listen, why? It makes me think like, bitch, you're crazy. So was this man crazy or did he turn you crazy? I mean, like, did he turn you crazy or were you crazy? Or you just know the system so well, you just know how to flip it. I mean, you said that you was Mia in the hospital.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm not defending that second half because she was tripping. That's what I'm saying. I'm defending the actions that led up to it. I'm saying like he pretty much broke her. Is what I'm saying.
So at the end of the day, who was right and who was wrong, Kenny? Whole movie. Did you keep talking about the first half, second half?
Who was wrong? I think they're both wrong.
You're both wrong.
Okay, so we're all in agreement.
But I'm saying, he knew, like in my defense is he knew what he was getting into, and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, he could have stopped it at any time, but he decided I'm gonna try to see this through, and I'm gonna try to crack because me and my boys had a bet. Like that was it at the end of the day. I got a bet, and this is like top notch coochie right here. He's like, I gotta try to get it. And his boy's like, you can't get that, especially when you got that stuttering nigga that was like, oh, you know, you supposed to be the man, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You I can't even speak now. So let's just stutter now. I'm stuttering.
Yeah, because you ain't shit.
But But he was pretty much like, "Now you ain't get that." Like everybody's telling you ain't about to get that. He's like, "Oh, who ain't about to?" And male pride is a hell of a thing, man, and that's what got him almost killed several times in that movie.
Bro, she tried to run that nigga over too, didn't she?
Yeah, that was the first thing she did.
I don't think that was him, or that was her. I mean, I don't think that was her.
You just think he was freaking out?
Yeah, I think he was paranoid as shit at that point. I think he was just paranoid.
That was the first thing that happened, and it was the same car that she pulled up to his mom's house. That was definitely her.
Oh, that was definitely okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, definitely was her. I don't think they were. Yeah, it was definitely her. It was the same car.
Yeah, that was her. Then yeah, that was her. But I thought he was just paranoid when he got upstairs. He was like, "Oh shit," because he wasn't even like.
Get your biscuit bacon ass. I'm gonna have to go. It was, and I'm one of those type of people, and maybe because I'm a dog, but I'm one of them type of niggas that is like wrong is wrong. Like there's no degree in wrong. So I'm gonna put. God bless me. I'm gonna put that they both was wrong. Like I'm not gonna say he was more wrong. I'm gonna be like, nah, y'all both was wrong because at the end of the day, murder is murder. Wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think that she should have handled it better, and I think that Martin should have known better.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't know the rule. Like I'm saying, you gonna get your own rules because you have rules in place for a reason. We have rules for a reason, and you sat there and said we don't tell these hoes we love them. And your boys agreed. Y'all came up with this shit together. Y'all had to. Or you know what I'm saying? He told you or you told him, but y'all came up with this shit together. And y'all stand by these rules. You know, oh, that's the one rule. What's the one rule? We don't love them. Never tell them you love them. And that's the reason why, because they go crazy on you.
Fucking nuts. Schizo.
They already go crazy on you. And on top of that, you got a crazy one going crazy on you. So like
because I was watching it last week and I'm just like, bro, I think she killed this nigga. I don't think he made her crazy. Nobody makes you do that. Like, not one person makes you beat yourself, break into this house, try to run him over, put him on all floor flats. You've been doing this for a long time. Like, that's veteran work.
I don't think it's that. I think it was like that was just a quick exposition for them to explain why she was the way she was. She's pretty much like, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't go into do flashback and shit, but she's pretty much like, look, I just came out of a abusive relationship. I had to kill him because he was so bad with it. And I think that's what it was. He was just, you know what I'm saying? But at that point, when you get beat like that, that's going to do something to you. You know, like Lil' Kim, she hasn't been the same. Like she got work done because of her, because of the abuse she went through. And I think everybody takes abuse differently. Like some people go through it and they become stronger. I mean, I'm not saying everybody should go through that, but I'm saying like some people become stronger, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm more independent now and I do this and this now, like because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I've been through the bullshit and I'm strong because of it. And some people, they take that and it's like they push it, like they repress it and it comes out in a terrible way. Like how people are explosive and implosive. She was definitely implosive. She needed like all the different stuff was going in. And one day she just snapped. And that's how it is. Like, that's how you hear about people, you know, shooting up schools and shit because they've been holding all that shit in instead of letting it go. And that's what I think happened.
I'm not going to say that, but not the school wise. But
like people take situations differently. Like if we roast each other right now, me and Travis roast each other, I'm going to take it and laugh. Like that was a good one. But some people, they take that same roast and they be pissed. Like, oh, I see this nigga, it's a rap, bro. I'm swinging on him. Like, people take different situations differently. Like everybody's different. So, and Martin should have known that. If you're a player, you're supposed to know these things. You're supposed to know if I do this, how is she gonna react? You're supposed to be, if you're a player, you're supposed to know these things. You're always supposed to be on guard.
That's the point I was making.
I had my little time where I was doing that shit. You know, like you're supposed to be always on guard. And this nigga just out here just doing whatever. He's just like, well, all right, man. Like,
it was like he got content with it. Like, I'm so cool. Like, I ain't gonna lose nothing out of this. I ain't gonna blase. She ain't gonna do that to me. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
He got comfortable. And on top of that, in my opinion, he wasn't even a good player for real.
Nah.
Did you see the hoes he had? That was top. That's why he was acting a fool, because that was the top notch for him. Because he had the one chick who had the kid. He was over there.
Hey, Tasha Mack was cute though. She had the curves, nigga. Now I don't fucking with them toes.
No, I was gonna say he had the one chick with the toes. He had the one chick with the the baby custom out. He said,
yeah, that was Tasha Mack. That was Wendy.
Oh, you're right. And then what's the other one? There's another the one he broke up with at the
hairdresser.
They slapped him. Yeah.
She was wild.
And she also had he had the dry cleaner too.
I think he was just using her for free dry cleaning.
Yeah, she was stuck on him.
Yeah. And like I don't
passed
know.
out because he just gave her a kiss.
It was trying to portray like this nigga was really that sweet. I didn't see it. I wasn't like personally.
You ain't see it.
That nigga, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. His hose might not be cold like that, but here's the thing. This is what makes him the king. This is why he's the man. This motherfucker on a nightly basis had all his hoes gather with him in the same motherfucking place.
That was his. I think like that VIP shit was his game. Like he was like
that. But here's the thing. He had them all at the same place at the same time.
And niggas do that. Niggas do that sucker shit. Niggas do that sucker shit every day, and they think that shit is cute. But until you like that nigga Dre from Players, I don't want to hear it.
That's the best player of all time because that nigga. This nigga. I don't know if you've seen How to Be a Player, Travis. It's another comedian that pretty much did the same. Well, not the same thing, but it pretty much was like, "Hey, I'm about to. You should show how to mess with all these different females on the low." But it's like with him, these females looked nothing like each other. Like he had a white one, he had a hippie, he had a you know, like he had all kind of different.
A super freak, education and bitch.
Yeah, he had one that was married. Like it was like they all had something different going on. It was like you would never be able to link them together. Like with him. All his nose was like, okay, he looked like he would mess with somebody like that. Like it was like I don't know, it was like in his character. With him with Dre from How to Be a Player, it was like, okay. And this nigga, he didn't have them on the same place. The girl set him up to have all his hoes in the same place, and he had to, you know what I'm saying, rise and overcome.
Hey, that nigga rise and overcame, boy.
Yeah, boy. But it was just like, you know what I'm saying, he knew what to do in that situation. He had two he was dealing with that didn't know how to act. Oh boy had several and was like, I'm gonna get them all up out of here.
And taught his homies how to be players.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I didn't think he was that good of a player because every movie I've seen, whatever, like players, like what's the other one? Boomerang is another one.
He sucked.
But he was a lot better too.
He wasn't a lot better. He just was he was fucked up.
No, I think he was pretty much. He didn't like the fact that someone did a you on you, and then he didn't know how to act. He was like, and he was sprung. That's exactly he was sprung. He was holding, clutching that pillow and shit. Like, he said, I was sick, but you relieved that. He was like, huh? You? He didn't know how to act.
He didn't know how to act, and then he the laughing stock of the fucking play.
And that's why I think that's what I'm saying. Like I think if Martin's character had been through the same shit they went through, that nigga would have been survived that shit.
You said he would have folded.
He definitely would have folded. That's why I feel like I was like, nah, he ain't doing what they doing.
Yeah.
So I just say to say this, that nigga sucks. In Martin sucks in everything that I've seen in there.
He didn't suck in life.
True.
I don't know. Eddie Murphy was more like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we gonna eat these pies, shit like that. And he was like, nah. And then nah.
Eddie Murphy, the reason why they went to
he was gonna offer up his cornbread. He was trying to tell that nigga like, no, don't do that. Eddie Murphy was like, no, don't do that. You're gonna be his bitch. Don't do that.
He wasn't that bad in the house party. He just his bread just done.
Oh, he was bad at House Party, bro.
He's bad in House Party. He's bad in everything Martin Lawrence has been in. That nigga was either a toxic character or just a trash character.
He wasn't bad.
Any nigga that breath smell like ass and you still don't know that your breath smell like ass, like you're in denial.
Remember the second House Party when he took kids' check? That nigga was like, "Man, don't do that. Don't do the boy like that."
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, "Don't do the boy like that." That's all you did.
He said he fucked you.
Said, no, nigga, that's his money. He said, "Don't do the man like that, man."
He said the boy needs an education. The boy needs an education. He fucked you. He didn't even kiss you.
He instigated everything. He was trashing that. He was trashing national security. He was really trashing national security.
I mean, I felt bro. Especially what's going on now, I felt bro.
That was trash. I think the only thing he wasn't trashing was Black Knight. That's the
Oh, he
only
was
one
trashing that. He lied.
He was trashing Black Knight.
Yeah, you right.
He lied and said he was the Duke. He was Skywalker.
You did.
That nigga was never coming.
Nigga wore a jersey.
I mean, he didn't know he was stuck into the medieval times. The nigga was
I'll be at a time like that.
That nasty ass green jersey he was wearing.
Yeah. Talking to that light skinned chick.
Nah, but that was a bad light skinned chick he was trying to get at though.
She was.
She's
So it was understandable for that one. And Darnell would have folded in that situation too. The nigga would have folded. Yeah, everything the niggas in, that nigga trash. And even his TV show, the nigga trash.
Yeah.
He definitely trash.
He was just as bad in the TV show.
Yeah, definitely.
And Martin, he was pretty bad.
All right, Gina, will you marry me?
Hey,
Looking will you is I will marry you.
I will marry you. Is that what you want?
I'm like, damn.
He said clink clink.
That nigga ain't
is doing the butt. Because I definitely would have been clowning that thing too.
Bro, it's a fucking ass, bro. Don't give me that shit. She knew.
Give me an artistic ass.
You know.
Yeah. Versus, who side are you on? So we got to the last one because you and Travis next.
I haven't seen the movie in a very long time, but my thing is
the whole movie.
yeah, and yeah, y'all basically covered the entire thing. But like I said, from what it sounds like, if you know this person is like this, and you still go through with it, that's on you. You gotta, whatever comes with it, you gotta take responsibility for it. That's on you. Yeah, she may have went overboard in a lot of things, but that's a monster you creating at this point. If it was like, then again, there's no way of proving that everything she said before was true. There's no way of proving that the dude was really abusive. Like I say, it could have just been the exact same situation as the one you in right now, and because it's really just her word over nobody else.
It was. She said that she says in the end of the movie that Martin's just like he is. Except he was cheating with a blonde, and I remember what she said about the other. But she
walked in on it.
Yeah.
So you got to think he was beating her ass and then cheated in her house.
We don't know if he was whooping ass, bro.
That nigga was beating her ass. That's what she now. Like he did something to her, bro.
Also, as someone with that much money and that much power, you got to think they have a certain level of control. They have a certain level of being like, I'm used to this. Like they're not used to things not going their way. When you have all this money and you have basically you're such a successor, you're not used to everything not going your way. So then you have somebody as wild as these niggas that you've been messing with. You can't control them for nothing. They over here messing with whatever women they want to mess with, doing whatever they want to do. It's foreign to you, and you kind of don't know how to react. So that might be why she keeps snapping like that. But like I said, at the same time, from his point of view as a player, you're supposed to know how females work. I'm not even a player, and I know how females operate. You're supposed to know how their minds will be if you put them through a certain amount of stuff. And for him to not know she's going to snap to this degree, especially after she done told you she's been physically, verbally, whatever, abuse, and then on top of the cheating and just don't waste my time, and then you go and do just that. You know she's going to snap.
You're everything that I told you not to be.
Yeah, you go through it. I warned you ahead of time.
I've been that guy before.
That's like when your kids like, bro, I told you not to do it. What did you do? You did the exact thing I told you not to do.
Yeah, I've been that guy before.
Because from there he's in the wrong because it started it. Everything past that is on you. What did she make it worse than it needed to be for it to sound like yeah? But like I said, from the beginning, this is something you created. You didn't have to talk to this girl. There's a million other girls in this place. Why you choose her? Like so that's what
we had no hoe like her.
Oh, wow.
But still, like,
wow.
You seeing the females he had. You trying to compare the chick from the Steve Harvey show to her? Like, come on, that's not quality.
No, but still, like I'm saying, but like I said, after knowing what he knows, before he cracked, after he cracked, whatever, before what he knew prior to that is like that's on you. Like I say, because you're continuing to go through with this at this point. That's on you.
Mm-hmm. Spent that girl.
That's just the way.
The clothes. After spending that girl's money.
Bro, spent the money. I'm like, damn, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you spending Red's money? Piss me off. I was salty at that part. Like, damn, nigga, like, bro, why are you
getting him right? I still be with Brandy to this day. I still be with it.
You an opportunist, that's why.
I'm like, Brandy, if you don't sit your ass down.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, Kenny, if you don't sit your ass down, you'd be like, yes, ma'am.
I'll be like, Brandy, if you don't put that orange down.
Brandy, if you don't put that goddamn orange down, you know I ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just going to Kmart real quick. You want to chill out?
You want to come?
Hey, Travis, who you think was wrong?
I said this in the beginning. I think they were both wrong. But if I'm not Sledge. There's degrees to wrong. Cheating on somebody, and he didn't even cheat on nobody. They wasn't together like that.
That nigga cracked.
He did not cheat. He didn't cheat.
He cracked on that queen-size bed. He cracked. He cracked on the little ass bed.
Oh, is that what that means?
He didn't cheat.
Oh wait, so wait, you crack a girl? That's your girl now? That y'all go together?
No, I said they go together, but that was on her birthday when she was like, "Where's this nigga at?"
Kenny, stop. It wasn't her damn birthday.
Also, I just want to put this out there. Kenny relates like wholeheartedly with Brandy, and I don't get it, and I want to know off air. I want to know the story of why you feel this.
I would have been salty. It's my birthday.
It's not her birthday.
Her birthday.
That was definitely her birthday. That's why she snapped. That's another reason why she snapped. If it was my birthday, I would snap too, nigga. Like, it's my birthday. I'm like,
no,
what is this?
It wasn't her birthday. Let me tell you why. It wasn't her fucking birthday. Because it wasn't her fucking birthday until he told her I got shit to do and I can't hang out with you tonight. And she goes, no, it's my birthday. It's because she's a controlling ass bitch. Now you're making me go all the way out on it. I'm all the way on Martin's side. It's all Darnell. Team Darnell. Fuck that bitch, Brandy. Brandy screw Brandy. Fuck her.
It wasn't her birthday, bro.
It wasn't her birthday. You see the way she slammed that knife down? That was definitely her birthday.
Yeah,
no,
she was trying to control him and she lost control.
Travis is right. Like, we didn't hear nothing about a birthday all fucking day. And now you're just randomly gonna say it's my fucking birthday.
He's like, when did it become your birthday though?
All day. What year was you born?
Okay.
If he was a good player, he would ask what day it was. That's what I'm saying. That's what
my birthday. What's today?
You're right. Because that was my first one to it. Like, well, you should just ask her what day it is, because I bet she don't know.
Hey,
fellas, you got a smartphone to look.
Yeah, you took too long. It ain't your birthday.
Yeah, bitch, you got that live on. I ain't coming back either.
It's not good.
Also, but here's the thing, though. She could say anything with confidence. I'd probably believe it, too. Because I wouldn't know what day it is either. She could be like, it's December 14th. I'd be like, okay. Shit, it's hot outside.
It's all the way hot outside. You're right. That wasn't California. But yeah. So, nigga say he was Team Darnell at the very end. All right. Keep it tight.